Ever created the perfect homeschool schedule only to watch it completely fall apart by 8:03 a.m.? You're not alone, Mama. Today we're busting the myth that rigid schedules equal homeschool success. Spoiler, they don't. What you actually need is something way simpler, and it's going to change everything about your homeschool days. Hey there, I'm Laura Noel, your homeschool simplicity coach. Grab your coffee because we're diving all into schedules. I often see moms post about their perfect schedules that never seem to work. Their color-coded planners and time-blocked days that always seem to end up falling apart because life happens. I recently saw a mom post, "I spent 3 hours creating the perfect daily schedule and we couldn't even follow it for one day. What's wrong with me?" Mama, let me tell you, there is nothing wrong with you. The homeschool world has sold us this lie that we need rigid, perfect schedules to succeed. That if we're not doing math at 9 a.m. sharp, we're somehow failing our kids. But here's what I've learned. You don't need a perfect schedule to have a peaceful day. In fact, that color-coded planner might actually be working against you. And what we want to do instead is kind of the opposite. So here's the myth. If I can just find the perfect schedule and stick to it, my homeschool will finally run smoothly. Oh man. Here's actually what's true. Homeschool is about fitting education into real life, not building real life around education. Our kids aren't robots. Toddlers get sick, teenagers sleep late, the dishwasher overflows, and when we build our homeschool around a rigid schedule that doesn't account for any of that, we set ourselves up for frustration every single day. I talk to homeschool moms all the time who feel like complete failures because they never finish anything on their schedule. And here's the truth, life happens. And if we can't be flexible enough to flow around those challenges, homeschooling will always feel like a task we can't complete. So if rigid schedules don't work, what does? Well, rhythms, of course. And here's the difference. A schedule says we do math from 9 to 9:45 no matter what. A rhythm says we typically do focused learning in the morning when everyone's fresh. A schedule says if we don't stick to the plan, we're behind. A rhythm says we have a general flow and we adapt when life happens. See the difference? A schedule is rigid, a rhythm is flexible. The most peaceful homeschools don't run on perfect schedules. They run on flexible rhythms that bend without breaking. Let me paint you a picture. I had our school week planned, checklists ready, I felt prepared, and then our preschooler woke up with a cough. And my older child couldn't talk because her throat hurt so badly. Old me would have panicked, but rhythm-focused me took a deep breath and thought, what does my family actually need today? So instead of forcing the checklist, we had sick day learning. We snuggled on the couch with stories and nature documentaries. We did simple math with crackers. We played games. It didn't look anything like what I'd planned, but it was beautiful. My daughter still learned, my preschooler got comfort, and I didn't spend the whole day stressed about being behind. This is what homeschooling is actually about. Connection, learning, and adapting to what your family needs. So here's your simple action steps to transform your days. Step 1. Identify your 3 essential tasks for each day. Not 30, not even 13, 3. For many families, read together, do some math, keep the house reasonably clean. That's it. Everything else is bonus. Step 2. Build in margin for real life. If math takes 30 minutes, plan for 45. Build in those buffer times for toddler meltdowns, lost pencils, and unexpected learning moments. Always include breaks for snacks and active play because kids need that. And step 3, redefine your success. Here's your new mantra. Today was good, even if it wasn't perfect. Some days, reading together in basic math is more than enough. Some days, teaching kids to help with laundry is life skills education. Success isn't checking every box. It's creating a home where learning happens naturally and you're not constantly stressed. Mama, hear this. You are not failing because your days don't match your perfect schedule. You're not behind because you threw out the planner schedule to deal with real life. You're a real mom, raising real kids in a real home where real life happens. And that's exactly what your children need. The goal isn't perfect days, it's peaceful ones. Days where learning flows naturally, your family feels connected, and you're not stressed about arbitrary timelines. You need systems that stick, not schedules that break. You need rhythms that bend, not rigid rules that snap. So throw out the perfect schedule. Instead, identify your 3 most important things for tomorrow. That's your rhythm. Everything else flows around those anchors. When you stop chasing perfection and embrace the beautiful messiness of real life learning, you'll finally find the peace you've been looking for. Your homeschool deserves more peace, and so do you. If you want more help creating flexible rhythms, grab my free Homeschool Simplicity Staples Guide at lauranoel.com/start. Remember, you don't have to do it all. Just do what sticks. And what sticks is love, connection, and learning that fits naturally into your real, beautiful, and imperfect life. Thanks for watching, Mama. I'll see you next week with more homeschool simplicity inspiration.